part of Beta Bay. Hi, my name is Birgit Starmans. I'm Vice President of Public Relations of Next Step, and I'm here with our President. Alain, please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Alain Longa. I'm President of Next Step for 2011-2012.
Tell us a little bit about Next Step as an advanced club. What are the benefits that members get by being a member of Next Step?
I think the benefit that the member get from Next Step is if they want to challenge themselves to the next step in their growth. So Next Step is a club where you are constantly challenged. Even if you are a very good speaker, very good communicator, when you come here, you always learn something. So I will say, if you are in your club and you feel that you are not getting the most out of your club, this is the club to come, and you know that you are going to be challenged to go to the next step.
What's your favorite thing about Next Step?
Definitely evaluation. I think I have seen here people give wonderful speech. I'm amazed. I say, oh, this is really amazing. And someone step up and tell you, you know, you can push it to the next level by doing this differently. So even if you are a very good speaker, you come here, people always find things to help you make your speech better.
How have you personally grown by being a member of Next Step?
Personally, as I said, in my club, I was not getting very good evaluation. Each time I come here, I get very good feedback. And also I learn from people, because we have very experienced members, and I learn from just watching them giving good speeches. And so I can take that back in my professional life. So now when I have to intervene in a meeting or give a speech, a presentation in a meeting, I can organize my presentation better. And also, I'm no longer shy asking questions in meeting where we have like a division meeting. I feel comfortable asking questions to the VP or the director.
Great. Well, we look forward to having other folks join us here at Next Step. Thanks so much, Alain.
Thank you.
All right, then Dwani, and we're still going to do Joseph too.
Oh.
We're going to do that again.
Retakes are difficult because you feel like you've already said everything.
I know.
Okay.
There'll be a great outtake, so I'm going to do a great outtakes of what we did outside.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Birgit Starmans. I'm Vice President of Public Relations here at Next Step, and I'm here with our Vice President of Membership, Dwani. Dwani, please introduce yourself and tell us about the myriad of roles that you've had here at Next Step.
Hi, my name is Dwani Shah, and I've been with Next Step for 3 years, and I've been an officer all 3 years, and that's why maybe Birgit still remembers me as Vice President Membership when she was the Vice President Public Relations and we worked together. This year though, I've been working as the Vice President Education for the club, but really at Next Step, the officer team works so closely together, it doesn't matter the exact position that you have, as long as the club's getting what it needs. So, my experience with Next Step has been blah. Sorry.
That's okay, you can't get your title right.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, sorry, that's that. Now, next question.
But what made you initially decide to join Next Step?
That's a great question. When I finished my first CC, I was on it. I was like, okay, I have to do project after project, and I made it to the end. And that was a great feeling. When I came back to the club, I finished another CC. And then after a point, I reached a level where I just kept getting good evaluations, which just made me feel better. And that's it for 3 months where I loved giving speeches because everybody in my club I knew, they knew me, and every time I would give a speech, they would come up and say good things about me. But then after 3 months, really, it started becoming a drag or not as much fun because I wasn't growing. And it wasn't because of my club members. I mean, they were still giving me good feedback, calling out the things that I did well, but something was missing. That's when one of my club members introduced me to Next Step. When I came to Next Step, I realized there's so much more to learn than what I could do or say was just the starting point. And the quality of feedback and the evaluation that you would get at Next Step is what drew me in. So since then, I've been with Next Step just because it's a constant learning and a constant challenge every time you come up here. But it's amazing.
One of the unique things about Next Step is the fact that we do round-robin evaluations. Tell us a little bit about that.
As we all know, evaluations is the single most important part of Toastmasters experience. And at Next Step, since we believe in helping others grow and get really good, we take our evaluation sessions very seriously. We've tried several things by giving each speaker 2 evaluations, and then eventually we've ended up with 1 proper evaluation that most clubs do, and a round robin, whereby every single member of the audience gets an opportunity to provide feedback to the speaker. We spend sometimes 7 to 8 minutes doing round-robin evaluations because everybody at Next Step loves to give evaluations. We've seen all of our members, all of our speakers love round-robin evaluation, and it's become a key function or role at Next Step.
So if someone were to look for an advanced club, why should they join Next Step versus one of the other advanced clubs?
We're first to market, and we're the only ones in the market in the South Bay. We're the only advanced club in South Bay, and we're so conveniently located at the Biltmore Hotel, right off of 101 and Montague Expressway. We give amazing evaluations, and all your district leaders are our members. If you look around at Next Step membership roster, you would find people who've been with Toastmasters for 10, 15, up to 20 years. That's a huge wealth of Toastmasters experience that you have in one room together. And getting feedback from all of them, oh my god. If you don't believe me, you could check out some of our videos, and we've given feedback to World Championship contestants and given them ways to improve. So yeah, we mean real feedback.
So come join us at the Biltmore Hotel the second Sunday of every month from 2 to 4 p.m. Looking forward to welcoming you here. Let me do that again. I can't get welcoming out. All right, one more time. So join us here at the Biltmore the second Sunday of every month from 2 to 4 p.m. We look forward to welcoming you here at Next Step.
See you on Sunday.
All right, Joseph. Welcoming.
Now there's a happy camera.
It's unnaturally close.
Oh,
but cool.
that's his style.
Oh, thank you. You're the makeup artist.
One of the benefits that we provide to members is that we tape each and every meeting, and that allows members to really evaluate themselves when they see themselves on video. Let's hear from our videographer, Joseph. Joseph, please introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Joseph. I've been doing this at Next Step for a year, and it all started back at the upstairs when I was giving a speech. My evaluator said, "You know what? Everything was fine, but you did this with your hands that was very distracting." And I realized that I wasn't aware of it at all. So I said, maybe, you know, what would be nice if the club could tape things. And I ended up being the person who suggested it, who ended up doing it for a few years, as long as I was at the upstairs. And when I joined Next Step, I suggested I could do the same thing. I think it's very useful. It helps when you can see yourself on tape to see what you're doing, any of those subconscious movements.
So the club really appreciates Joseph is here every single time, and I know that I personally really value being able to watch myself on video afterwards. But you were recently in front of camera for the very first time. How did that feel?
Well, it was a little bit, reviewing myself was a little bit painful. I didn't realize all the things I was doing. So it's very helpful now I know what to focus on.
At the same time, we all loved that particular speech. And I have to say that Joseph actually set up this shot and then ran around the camera. So we very much appreciate you being our continued videographer in the name of the club. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Woohoo! Jennifer, want to say a few words?
Oh, God. Now we have an audience, too.
It's up to you, either way.
So you were contesting.
I don't know. You guys said things so well.
You know.
I've got, how about 1 or 2 questions of how Next Step helped you become a district officer? How's that? Is that one you can talk to?
Then how next time?
I don't know, did it? I can't really miss right now.
So how about the unnaturally close to...
Okay, the unnaturally close thing. My buddy Chris.
I don't have breath mint, so, yeah. That's what you get for asking me on spontaneously.
Okay. I'd like to introduce you to one of our members who's actually a member of clubs in 2 different districts. Chris, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, Birgit. Yes, I am in multiple clubs in multiple districts. Next Step is the furthest one I drive to from my home in Danville. But I also am a member of Laugh Lovers, an advanced club on humor, and currently the Mandarin English Toastmasters Club, and I'm also considering another one, perhaps near you.
So what draws you to Next Step? What makes you get in that car and drive all that way to Next Step meetings?
That starts with the people. The people here are very distinguished in District 4. They have done almost everything in District 4. They've run the contest, they've been district officers, they've been in contests, they've seen a lot. And just to be around them really brings value to the Toastmasters experience. And if you're lucky, they'll probably ask you to do a lot of things too.
Now, last year you were representing Next Step as the evaluation contest winner. So how tough is it to beat out everybody else in this club?
It was an honor because, yes, there were other DTMs. I'm not a DTM yet, but other DTMs in the club. And to come out like that in a club that values evaluations so much really was an honor. This club likes to really get to the heart of each speech, and sometimes it takes a longer round-robin session to do that, but we will take extra time and sometimes go a little bit over time just to make sure that speaker has very quality feedback, and hopefully the speaker can take all of it too.
So you've benefited from these evaluations as well?
Yes, yes, just hearing from people who have seen more than just one club. You know they've seen lots of areas and divisions, and you know that they have done evaluations a lot. And they are also in a very comfortable state here. We don't have table topics. So they know that they're not going to get called on for table topics later if they give me a bad evaluation or a very harsh one. But that's the value for me too. It goes both ways. I can also give them evaluations knowing that table topics is not around the corner.
And we've definitely benefited from your evaluations as well. Thank you so much, Chris.
All right, thank you.
Perfect. Awesome. That
Hey.
wasn't so hard.
No, no. Just let me ramble and then yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let me do a quick welcome and end, and then we'll get Atul and Jennifer in here after that. But since I can't seem to say the word welcoming,
Slice it.
all right.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Thanks, Chris. Hi, my name is Birgit Starmans, and I'm the Vice President of Public Relations here at Next Step. And I'm here to introduce you to several of the officers and members that we have here at Next Step. So come join me. Pause, 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 pause. Hopefully, you've heard a lot of good things about Next Step, and hopefully you're ready to come join us. We're what? I can't say welcoming. I get stuck on one freaking word. All right. Hopefully, you've heard a lot about Next Step, and hopefully you're motivated to come join us as a guest or as a potential new member. We meet the second Sunday of... Yeah? I hate when I do this. I'm almost better when we do live because I know there's no retake. Hopefully, you've heard enough good things about Next Step and seen the excitement of our members and our officers that you'll want to come join us. We meet the second Sunday of every month at the Biltmore Hotel from 2 to 4 p.m. So please, come join us. We're a very welcoming club and we can't wait to see you. Was that okay on the welcoming this time? Okay. That was okay? Welcoming?
Yeah, it worked.
Okay, all right. Let me get the next one or two interviews and that'll be...
Oh, that's not close and all that.
The whole unnaturally close thing. He already mentioned that. He's seen me say that at Beta Bay.
I'm going to look at you and talk.
You can look at me or the camera. People have been doing both. Actually, most people, they start out looking at me and then they start migrating that way.
Do you want to do over the shoulder thing? Just for variation, if we have
Sure.
already have
Sure.
many of these.
So I will be this
Not that,
way?
yeah, this way.
Okay.
Does this work? Do we? Well, of course,
yeah.
Birgit's nicer looking,
Closer,
so there should be
but-
more of her in the frame than me. But
You need to be closer though, a little bit. Closer to each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, this side, I mean, so you're
Oh.
basically thinking the back of my...
yeah,
Okay.
No?
Oh, you tell me what the shot looks like.
Because if all the shots are where the person standing here and talking to you, then of course you will do editing. But
I will
just
do
giving you
editing.
Oh, just do whatever you're doing. You know what you're
change the
doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
No, that's true. I don't know how that would work. I mean, I can't move. I can't do like these sort of like.
No, that's okay. And each one of these are going to be more like 10-second snippets. So And if I have enough material for a Bay thing, I'll use it. But it's not the standard.
So this would work if you get a little bit closer to each
Okay.
other.
Okay.
I'm going to put my hands on my side.
Wherever you want. This always works. I've been kind of doing this.
So what do you have for me?
All right.
This is uncomfortably close, by the way.
Well, it works better for the camera.
Okay.
So now we're here with Atul, who's actually a district officer. So Atul, please introduce yourself.
My name is Atul Naik. I am the District 4 Public Relations Officer. And I'm also the Vice President of Membership for Next Step Toastmasters.
How long have you been a member of Next Step?
They let me be a member only after I got my CC. I had to spend at least a year getting my CC, and that's when Next Step opened its door for me.
Now, did you attend as a guest beforehand?
I did. I was brought in by one of my mentors, Silvana Vasatova, and she got me to Next Step to experience what an advanced Toastmasters club looks like. And I was blown away the very first time I came here. Every speaker got multiple evaluations, and I thought the feedback was just of a different level altogether.
Fantastic. So was that a motivating factor for you to get your CC?
Absolutely. I loved how it was a fruit that I couldn't get to right away. I had to work to get my membership into Next Step Toastmasters. And that pushed me harder. I worked more on my speeches, and I worked towards my Toastmasters goals, and I worked to getting a CC. And I rewarded myself by getting a membership into Next Step Toastmasters.
Fantastic. Now, what keeps you coming back?
There's just so much fun in the room. I always hear a lot of laughter. There's definitely a formal aspect to the meeting. The feedback is very good, but we also make fun of each other. There's jokes being bandied around, and I just see it's a great way to spend 2 hours on a Sunday afternoon. And I look forward to that once a month experience.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it. Okay.
Nice.
That wasn't so bad. I'm trying to get a little different angle from people so they aren't all saying the same thing. So, all right, so Jennifer, and that's it.
Are we talking to the camera or?
Yeah, I start out by asking you something, and everybody eventually migrates there, which is fine. You know, I'm just there for casual interest.
So talk to them, and then I can like return back to you.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're here with our District 4 Governor. Jennifer, would you like to introduce yourself?
My name's Jennifer Stevenson. I've been in Toastmasters about 9 years. I'm a member of 3 clubs right now.
3 clubs. Now, what made you want to join Next Step in the first place?
I joined Next Step, I think, when I first became a district officer. I think probably when I was an area governor. I joined because I saw that so many district leaders were in the club, and there were so many experienced speakers in the club. And I thought that it would be a nice way to interact with people outside my regular club and really hear more from more advanced speakers and people who are in leadership within the district.
Now, what keeps you coming back?
Everyone always says the evaluations, and the evaluation and Next Step are fabulous, and that's one of the reasons, even if I'm not speaking, to hear someone else speak and hear the evaluations they get, you learn so much. One of the other reasons is the meetings are really fun. We have a lot of humorous speeches. People are much more comfortable using humor, and we're so honest and open with our feedback that sometimes we're giving someone an area of improvement, but it's funny because we've seen something unusual, or we can just express ourselves in a very comfortable way. So that's one thing I really like. I enjoy our meetings.
So I have to ask this: is your favorite role grammarian by any chance?
Oh, I do like being your grammarian. I'm kind of famous for my particular grammarian role, but I do think that feedback like the counter and like the grammarian, they're important because you're telling someone something they may not know about their speech. And so if I can offer something that helps them learn English a little better, or just do something better the next time, then I hope it's useful, and I try to make it not too boring.
Well, I know I've personally benefited from that, and it's always a successful day when I have very little on your grammarian reports. So you're going to continue being a member of Next Step. What would you tell a prospective member? Why should they join?
Join Next Step if you want to take the next step. Next Step is all about giving people the opportunity to do more speeches. We allow time for longer speeches if needed, people to work on educational sessions, and it's just a chance to get more feedback. If we do the round robins, you hear not only from your formal prepared evaluator, but from many people in the audience. So you can get different perspectives. And I've even heard people disagreeing about a point sometimes. So you can tell if one person's opinion doesn't match someone else's opinion. You can hear from the whole audience, and I think that's really, really valuable.
Great, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
See, that wasn't painful.